Spiritual Manthan.
Imagine attending a concert where the music is not only loud, but also vibrates through every part of your body. For someone sensitive to sound, this can be an overwhelming, even painful experience. Now, imagine this sensitivity extending to emotional and spiritual energies. This is often the reality for chosen ones, individuals selected by cosmic forces to fulfill a significant purpose. Their heightened sensitivity to the energies around them can make everyday environments, particularly crowded ones, feel as intense and disorienting as our hypothetical concert. For chosen ones, preserving energy isn't just a preference, it's a necessity. Their tasks, often spiritual in nature, require a clear and balanced state of mind, something easily disrupted in chaotic settings. Negative energies, such as anger, frustration, or sadness in others, can act like toxins to these sensitive individuals, disturbing their emotional equilibrium and clouding their spiritual focus. The strategy for managing these energies often involves avoiding large gatherings or places where the energy is uncontrolled. This isn't about fear or dislike of people, but rather about self-preservation and maintaining a state conducive to their tasks. It's similar to how a diver conserves oxygen when navigating deep waters. Every unnecessary interaction is a potential drain on their vital reserves. Chosen ones often develop practices that help them cleanse their own energies and shield themselves from the negative influences around them. These might include meditation, spending time in nature, or various forms of physical and spiritual cleansing rituals. By creating a bubble of positive energy around themselves, they can interact with the world more safely and effectively. Thus, by limiting their exposure to energetically diverse environments, chosen ones are not isolating themselves out of elitism, but are strategically ensuring they remain effective and true to their spiritual paths. It's a delicate balance between engaging with the world and preserving the purity of their energy, essential for fulfilling their profound roles. The need for deep contemplation and solitude are not just beneficial for chosen ones, they are essential. Imagine trying to write a profound novel in the middle of a noisy coffee shop. The constant distractions make deep focus almost impossible. Similarly, chosen ones find their spiritual practices and responsibilities require a level of concentration that is best achieved in solitude. This need for solitude is about creating a space where the mind can roam freely without the constraints imposed by constant social interaction. It allows for introspection and deep thinking, which are crucial for aligning with their spiritual paths. During these times, chosen ones engage in practices like meditation, prayer, and other disciplines that require peace and quiet. These practices aren't merely routine. They are critical tools that help them connect with divine forces, understand their tasks better, and gain the clarity needed to proceed. Solitude also serves as a sanctuary from the world's noise, providing a respite from the everyday demands and distractions that can lead to spiritual weariness. In these quiet moments, chosen ones can recharge their spiritual batteries and often receive insights and revelations that are not apparent in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Moreover, the solitude is not always about being alone. It can also involve the presence of nature, such as sitting by a lake or walking through a forest, where the natural world itself contributes to the chosen one's sense of peace and clarity. The simplicity and purity of nature often resonate with their spiritual needs, helping them to cleanse their thoughts and emotions. Thus, the solitude sought by chosen ones is not an escape from reality, but a deeper engagement with the inner realities of their spiritual journeys. It is in these moments of deep contemplation that they forge their spiritual armor and tools, preparing themselves to face the world with renewed strength and clarity. Unique perspectives and misunderstanding. Chosen ones often perceive the world differently due to their unique spiritual insights and responsibilities. This distinct perspective can make them seem out of sync with conventional views, leading to misunderstandings and a sense of isolation. Their thoughts and actions, driven by deep spiritual insights, may appear unconventional or even bizarre to those who share a more common view of the world. This disconnect can manifest vividly in social settings. For instance, while most people might engage in casual conversation, a chosen one might speak of existential issues or profound spiritual truths. This can lead to social awkwardness or even outright alienation, as their conversations might not resonate with the day-to-day concerns of most people. Moreover, chosen ones often bear the weight of knowledge or experiences that are not only profound but also burdensome. They might see the deeper troubles of the world, understand the cosmic consequences of human actions, or feel the emotional and spiritual pains of others more acutely. This can make typical social interactions seem trivial or draining, as if they are speaking a different language or living in a different reality. This sense of being misunderstood can lead chosen ones to retreat from social interactions, not out of disdain, but as a way to protect their mental and emotional well-being. They may find more solace in the company of like-minded individuals or in solitary contemplation, where they can explore their thoughts without the fear of being judged or dismissed. Thus, the life of a chosen one involves navigating a world that often feels alien to them. Their journey is not just about fulfilling their tasks, but also about finding a way to bridge the gap between their profound experiences and the everyday reality of the people around them. This ongoing challenge underscores the complexity of their roles and the loneliness that can accompany their chosen path. Dedication to their path. For chosen ones, the path they walk is often marked by a dedication that transcends typical human pursuits. This dedication can require sacrifices that many might find too great or too alienating. Chosen ones are often called to prioritize their spiritual or divine missions above all else, including social interactions and conventional life pleasures. Their unique duties can involve significant challenges, long periods of isolation for spiritual practices, frequent travels to sacred sites, or intense study and meditation routines that leave little room for anything else. These activities might seem odd or extreme to the casual observer, but are vital for the fulfillment of their spiritual roles. This intense dedication often makes their daily routines starkly different from those of the people around them. While others might prioritize career, family, or social life, chosen ones are often focused on intangible, spiritual outcomes, things that are difficult to explain or justify to those not sharing their path. This can lead to a lifestyle that appears disconnected or even neglectful of normal responsibilities. Moreover, the path of a chosen one is not chosen lightly. It comes with a profound sense of duty and often a divine mandate that cannot be ignored. This can make their lives seem lonely or austere to others, but for the chosen ones, these sacrifices are part of a larger cosmic narrative that they are compelled to follow. Therefore, their journey is not just about the solitude it requires, but about the depth of commitment to a cause greater than themselves. This commitment can be isolating, but it is also what allows them to achieve the extraordinary, fulfilling roles that have been entrusted to them by their spiritual or cosmic selectors. Deep empathy and emotional overload. Chosen ones are often endowed with an extraordinary level of empathy, which allows them to feel the emotions of others as if they were their own. This deep empathy can be a powerful tool in their spiritual and worldly interactions, giving them profound insights into the human experience and enabling them to offer great compassion and understanding. However, this sensitivity comes with significant challenges. In crowded or emotionally charged environments, the influx of feelings from others can be overwhelming, leading to what is termed as emotional overload. This can manifest as intense fatigue, confusion, or even physical symptoms, as the chosen one struggles to filter and process the barrage of emotional energy. To manage this, chosen ones often have to be very selective about the environments they enter and the people they surround themselves with. Like someone with a severe allergy might avoid certain foods, chosen ones might avoid large gatherings or emotionally charged situations to protect their emotional well-being. Their need to manage their empathic abilities carefully can often be misunderstood as aloofness or indifference. In reality, it is a necessary strategy for maintaining their health and effectiveness in their roles. By controlling their exposure to emotional stimuli, they can conserve their energy for situations where they can make the most difference, using their empathy to heal, guide, and comfort others on a more sustainable basis. Thus, the emotional world of a chosen one is a landscape of intense beauty and potential peril. Navigating this landscape requires wisdom, discipline, and a keen understanding of one's limits and capabilities. By managing their empathetic abilities with care, chosen ones can continue to serve as beacons of compassion and understanding in a world that often desperately needs such qualities. Transcending material desires. In a world increasingly driven by materialism and superficial achievements, chosen ones often stand apart. Their spiritual paths require them to transcend these worldly desires and focus on deeper, more enduring values. This can create a significant tension between their inner objectives and the external pressures of society. The emphasis on material wealth and status can be distracting and even corrosive to spiritual integrity. Chosen ones often find themselves having to actively resist the pull of consumerism and the constant bombardment of messages that equate happiness with possessions and success with accumulation. This resistance is not simply a personal preference, but a necessary part of their spiritual discipline. It allows them to maintain a focus on spiritual growth and inner development, which are often at odds with the goals promoted by their surrounding culture. This can make them appear out of touch or uninterested in the pursuits that occupy most people. However, by minimizing their engagement with materialistic environments, chosen ones can better protect their spiritual focus and continue to nurture their deeper values. This often involves making conscious choices about where they spend their time, what activities they engage in, and how they interact with the consumer-driven aspects of society. For chosen ones, the journey towards spiritual fulfillment is one that requires constant vigilance and discipline. It involves not only developing one's spiritual and ethical foundations, but also actively defending them against the encroachments of a world that often values the superficial over the profound, craving meaningful connections. Finally, the relationships that chosen ones seek are often reflective of their deep spiritual commitments. They tend to value quality over quantity, seeking out connections that are spiritually enriching and emotionally supportive. The superficial interactions that often characterize large gatherings can be unfulfilling for them, as these encounters rarely provide the depth of engagement that chosen ones find nourishing. Instead, chosen ones often look for relationships that resonate on a deeper level. These connections offer more than just social interaction. They provide spiritual sustenance and mutual growth. In these relationships, conversations can delve into philosophical debates, explore metaphysical concepts, or share deeply personal spiritual experiences. These meaningful relationships are not merely a personal preference, but a key component of their spiritual practice. They offer a mirror through which chosen ones can see themselves more clearly and a sounding board for their ideas and insights. This supportive network is crucial for their emotional and spiritual well-being, helping them to remain grounded and centered amidst their often solitary journeys. Thus, while chosen ones may distance themselves from larger social circles, they cultivate a close-knit community that truly understands and shares their values. This approach allows them to maintain the integrity of their spiritual path and ensures that their social interactions are genuinely enriching and affirming, fostering an environment where deep mutual spiritual growth is possible. By focusing on these profound relationships, chosen ones can ensure that their interactions with others contribute positively to their spiritual journey, enhancing their own well-being and that of their close associates. This deliberate focus on depth rather than breadth in social interactions is not just a survival strategy. It is a way of life that enriches their spiritual journey and deepens their impact on the world around them. So, why do chosen ones prefer to keep their distance from large groups? It's not about elitism or disdain for others. Rather, it's about preserving their energy, staying true to their path, and protecting their spiritual integrity. By understanding this, we can better appreciate the solitary figures in spiritual narratives, and perhaps find a bit of the chosen one within ourselves. I hope you found this exploration enlightening. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, like it, and comment below. Your support means the world. As always, wishing you a beautiful day filled with peace and insight.